Oh, okay. Are you getting reception, Dan?
Yeah, I've got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Can you hear us? Me?
I've got you. Yeah, I've got you.
Okay, great. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. Thank you so much for joining us pretty early in the morning where you are. I was panicking thinking, is he still in bed?
You slept in? Nah. I don't get much reception at my house, so I had to walk down the park.
Oh, well, we are honoured. Thank you
Hoops.
so much for walking.
That's right. I'm stretching the legs.
Good, but it's really nice and sunny where you are. It's night time here. Yeah, how hot is it over in Australia now?
Oh, it's a bit muggy today. It's a bit muggy. It's been raining here, so the sun's out this morning. The birds are chirping. It's a good day.
It's a good day. Wow.
It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Dan,
that's right.
The UK have gone pretty crazy at Married at First Sight, as you're probably aware.
Yeah. Yeah, I've caught plenty of abuse, put it that way. Plenty.
Yeah. And that's not what we're here for, okay? I've had loads of
It's all good. That's all good. Look, it's a TV show, and look, people do get invested in it. I understand that. My job was to go in there and make some good TV, and if I did that, well, so be it. But I did write a post the other day about something about peasants dropping in my inboxes and whatnot, and I think it got misinterpreted by a lot of people. Thought I was calling everyone over in UK peasants, but that was not the case. all the people dropping, all the trolls that were abusing me, and then I wrote some pretty bad language at the end of it, like my spelling wasn't right, and I was abusing people for it. So don't worry, I'm still copping abuse for that one.
Well, it actually ended up in the Sun newspaper, which is one of our big newspapers here. And I was like, oh God. Oh, and we still got you, Dan. You're frozen. Is he still there? Can we hear him?
I've got you. You got me back?
Dan, stay in the same place. If you've got a good signal, stay in the same place.
We're staying here. Let's go.
Good lad. Right, Dan, so the big question that everyone has been messaging me and asking me is, was the whole you and Jess thing set up?
Put it this way. When I first rolled in with Tamara, they seated me straight next to Jess. They seated me right next to her, right? So she was rubbing my leg on the first dinner party. So I don't know if it was her that was setting it up or what, but it was look, definitely what we had and what we experienced throughout the experiment wasn't set up. Like, you can't say that. Like, my job, I felt like I was on TV just to. I was sort of felt like I was pushed to be that guy. You know what I mean? I was interviewed like that. I was asked about Jess from the moment I walked into that dinner party. I was asked about her every single question. There was nothing really about me and Tamara. When me and Tamara were great. Like, Tamara was great, and Jess is great. I've got no bad things to say about either of them at all. Like, me and Tamara were good friends. Pretty much after the honeymoon, we established that, hey, this is pretty much a friendship here. And then
yeah. I did a live interview with Tam, and she actually said that you see her in like the bars and clubs and stuff, and it's just really like you just say hi to each other, and that's that.
Yeah. So Tamara reached out to me when she moved up here from Melbourne and needed a place to crash. So I just gave her one of my mates' numbers to crash there for a couple of nights. So
wow.
Look, yeah, she's a friend. If I bump into her, I say hello. That's all it is, and that's all it pretty much ever was for us.
Yeah.
You know, but they really did make it look like that she was really, really, really upset. But hey, I don't know. You know, there's a few things that you could say. But anyway.
Yeah. With Jess, so I did a talk with Jess the other week. She said that obviously the Married at First Sight has just it's just finishing here in the UK. So we've got one last I think, the dinner party, but we've just seen you do your vows with Jess.
Yeah.
I think she told me that you guys were together 3 months after the show. Can I ask, did she move to the Gold Coast for you, or was she just going to move there anyway?
Yeah, she was always planning on moving to the Gold Coast. Like, she was always coming over this way because she's got friends and family here. Her auntie lives here and stuff. So that was, like she said, obviously I was a big part of it too. But I think in regards to everything, me and Jess, we had a good chemistry on the show, right? We had a good chemistry after it for a bit, but I felt like that she's a lovely girl and I've got nothing but good things to say about her, but I don't think it was ever going to go any further than that. I just felt like that when you're on, I'll give you an explanation. So when you're on the show, a lot of people watching don't understand, but when you are on that show, everything's just confined, right? You can't speak about it to outside world, really. You can't do this, you can't do that. So you really fast track and you experience things that you experience in a year's time with your partner. You experience that in 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They really push you to say some things. You see me on there, how nervous I look, man. I was definitely outside my comfort zone.
The sweat was like pouring off you, mate. It was bad.
On that, I'll tell you a funny one. This is a good one for you. So on that commitment ceremony when it was all going to come out and Jess did that amazing speech, I come here for love and it wasn't with you, it was with Dan. I had a Valium in my pocket and I was holding onto the Valium through my jeans.
Oh, bless you. You didn't take it.
No, I didn't take it. Nah, if I took it, I would have been worse, probably.
And then, Dan, we have just seen, so it actually hasn't, it's just kind of come out in the press. Do you know when Jess said, you asked Jess outright, are you speaking to anyone else? Have you hooked up with anyone? Have you kind of hit on anyone else? And she point blank said no. And I've seen I think it was a reunion you did, spoiler alert if anyone hasn't seen this, where actually it came out that she did ask Nick, what's going on sort of thing. Is that the reason why you split up? If not, how did you and Jess break up in the end?
There was major trust issues coming from that show. And a few things happened after the show and whatnot. And it was never going to work after what had happened on TV. You know, like. Did
you know in your gut that you kind of know in your gut that she probably hit on Nick?
I knew in my gut something wasn't right. I just knew by the way the producers were asking me questions. You know, I'm not silly. I sort of knew what was happening, but yeah.
No. He'll come back, don't worry, guys. Yeah. You're back. Yeah. Dan,
there we go.
Regardless of all that, you are in a happy relationship now, though, right?
I am, yeah, very happy. I'm settling down. I'm with a lovely lady. Is very, very kind. Very good. She's fun. And she's great. She does. Since like last year around November.
Mm-hmm. So of course the film, Married at First Sight, was filmed 2 years ago now.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so that finished a long time ago. Me and Amira are really happy. I've got my young fella and her actually with me at the moment. They're going for a little walk. So.
Oh, we love Cash. Yeah. He's so adorable, Dan. He's great.
He is, yeah. So I kept him out of the show just because I knew that something like this was going down. That's why I had him. I didn't even have him on my Instagram until a year ago or so ago. So he never came up. I used to have him all over my Instagram, so I deleted him out of everything just because I got a lot of backlash out of the show, you know, and I'm copping it now from the UK. I get a lot of death threats and abuse, you know. Like people saying they're going to kill me son and all that stuff. Terrible. It's pretty vile. Yeah.
How do you cope with that? Because I know after the show, we were told that you get offered counselling and everything. But how, especially because you have a family involved, like a little son, how do you cope with that daily? Because it's so still fresh here, and I can imagine you get messages daily. You know, how do
Yeah,
you cope with that?
it's sort of, you just got to leave it. You just not retaliate to it. Like if you pour fuel on the fire, it just gets worse. So I sort of have a
Yeah.
laugh, to be honest with you. Now it's sort of it's pretty funny. I sort of have a bit of a laugh about it, and every once in a while I'll respond to someone that said something vile, but most of the time I'll just have a look and laugh. But there's heaps of nice stuff too. Don't get me wrong. There's
Yeah.
lovely people over in the UK and Ireland and Scotland and that. I lived over in Ireland for a couple of months. I know that's not where you guys are, but I've been to the UK. I love it over there. So I had a great time in my early 20s, lifetime ago.
Well, guys, if you or anyone who's watching, tell Dan where you're all from. So I know there's loads of you in the UK. Whereabouts in the UK you're all from? And Dan, how did you get involved with Married at First Sight? So my question is what were you doing with your life beforehand? So did you have a 9-to-5 job? Were you looking for all this fame?
Yeah, I was working with a mate. We were doing wholesale car broking. I'd recently split up with my ex fiance, which I have a son to. So we were apart about a year and a half or whatnot. And then I was just in a crossroads in my life, and I actually had a friend that was casting for the show, and she reached out to me and said, "Hey, you'd be good on this show." And just listen, just hear me out. I can't stress this enough. I had never watched one episode of Married at First Sight, not even one. I had no idea what I was in for. I didn't even watch it when I got told that I was going to be on it. I didn't even watch it once. I went in there absolutely blind. I had no idea what was coming. So that's why you probably see I look pretty genuine throughout it. But
yeah,
and a snake, as they say.
we no more snake. Yeah, no more snake. So since you did the show, then Dan, you've become somewhat famous in Australia. Are people still stopping you on the street? Like, have you got a new job in regards to all of this now, or have you kind of become like an Instagram influencer, as they say?
No, I sort of shied away from all that stuff. Hey, I've got a great job and everything like that, so I'm fine doing what I'm doing. I didn't really get into the whole Instagram thing. I'm 37, you know, like I'm past that time. If I was 25, 27, yeah, maybe I would have taken it further or trying to do something. But no, I'm at the age now where I'm just looking to settle down and have some fun, you know, but without doing that stuff, because not me.
When you did the show, Dan, I only found out by Mike. I did an interview with Mike, and he told me that actually none of you are legit married, which was shocking to me. I was like, what? So you don't really have that like legal commitment to each other. And dare I ask, if it was a legal marriage, would you have still gone on the show?
No. No way. But that should take half my shit if I divorce her.
Yeah, she would have done that anyway, Dan.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about it.
Dare I ask, I know you're in a happy relationship now, but dare I ask, if you were single, would you go back on the show?
No, definitely not. No, done.
No,
you
wouldn't recommend it to friends?
Yeah. Go in there if you want your whole life pulled apart.
Oh, God,
I didn't realise half the world watched that show, you know. Otherwise, I probably would have done things a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, especially because of lockdown, it's just hit up everywhere.
Yeah. Well, put it this way. In regards to everything and the way it all went down, just to clear it up for everyone watching, that's not me. Like, what you saw on TV is not me. I'm not one to go out and be a snake behind someone's back. It's just, I'm one of those guys that I've only been in 2 relationships in my life, and this is my second pretty much now. So I'm one of the guys, if I'm going to be in a relationship, I'm all in. I like to have my fun, but I don't do that when I've got someone with me. So I copped a lot of grief over the way things went down on that show, and it's just hard even for my current partner to sometimes things pop up, and she's like, oh, you know, would you be doing that behind my back? And I'm like, fuck no. Like, if I don't want to be with you, I'll tell you. You know, it's hard. So it really did throw a spanner in the works for the future. 2 years later, you know what I mean? So 2 years later, it's taken this long to sort of find someone. So.
And obviously, we saw your mum and your sister on the show. Your mum is a strong ass woman, isn't she?
Mum got a real bad edit too. She's the most loveliest person you've ever met in your life. She's awesome. She's so good. They were just pushing her to say bad stuff.
Did she watch the show? Did all your family sort of watch the show from start to finish with you in? And did they have any sort of comments to make from you? Were they like shocked how it all was portrayed?
Nah, they were all pretty cool. They were all pretty cool about it. They all watched it and had a bit of a laugh and whatnot. So, yeah, no, it was all pretty straightforward and everything like that. So there was nothing really that they whinged about. You know, my old man sort of rolled his eyes.
Oh, breaking up. Can you hear me, Dan?
Yeah, no. All in all, it was an experience of a lifetime, that's for sure. And hey, there was a few things that obviously producers do and whatnot in order to make good TV. Put it that way. So, yeah.
With in regards to the producers, Dan.
For one reason.
I think it was quite obvious. Oh. Can you hear me, Dan?
I got you. I'll stay here.
Yeah? Okay. Sorry.
I got you.
Right. Dan, I just want to ask you a couple of questions that some of our viewers have wrote into you. Let's have a look here. The whole Sam, I know you came in after this. The whole Sam and Innes thing was a sort of similar story to you, but I think it was quite apparent that you and Jess actually did really like each other. Do you know if the whole Sam and Innes was completely pressurised by the producers, a bit like you and Jess?
Yeah, look, I got in there a bit late, so I didn't see their relationship and how it unfolded. I didn't understand that, but from what Sam said after the show, it feels like that he was portrayed that way and pushed to do that. You know, So yeah, it could have been. You know, like put it this way: people like to see good relationships and people like to see bad relationships. No one's going to watch a TV show. No one's going to watch a TV show if there's no drama in it. Like, who's going to sit down and watch 12 married couples all have a perfect life? It'd be boring, you know. So you've got to shake it up a bit. So I'll give you one thing here, and you can take this with you, and you'll understand this one. My interview process, when I did an interview, they asked me, if you find another girl in there attractive, would you make a move? And I've said, oh, well, I don't know. Are we married or what? So, yeah, let's have some fun. She goes, let's make some good TV. So there you go.
Oh, Dan, gutted. Well. But Dan, what was your favourite part of the show? Is there anyone you were really close to on there and you still keep in touch with them now?
I speak to a few people. I speak to Mike. I speak to Mark. Mick still got me blocked on Instagram. I haven't spoke to him since it finished airing.
All good.
So, it's all good, man.
You win some, you lose some, I guess.
You do. You take the good with the bad, as they say.
Exactly. I know you've got your girl and Cash with you. So just another 2 questions, and I'll let you get on with your morning. Hi guys.
They're over there. Look, say hello, guys.
Hi guys. So Dan, let's have a look. If we ask that one. So you and Tam, you got married on a. Oh, hey Pash, you legend.
Hi.
Oh, it's going to be a heartbreaker, isn't he?
It's going to be trouble.
You guys got married on a boat. When you get married again in your life, where would you get married?
Not on a boat.
It was a bit like this.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Greece. Greece would be nice. Greek islands.
All of the sort of wedding scenes and all the venues are all set up, aren't they, for you? So you have no sort of input to anything.
Exactly right. Yeah, look, that's one thing that was good. Like mine was set in the Sydney Harbour with the Sydney Harbour Bridge as a backdrop.
Yeah.
People probably dream of weddings like that on a massive yacht. Like it would have cost probably $500,000 to set something like that up. It was pretty nuts.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, Dan, I know you've got cash out with you, so I don't want to bring up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. I hope I've cleared a few things up here, and I hope the UK viewers don't hate me.
We loved it.
Beautiful.
No, we don't. We don't. Thank you so much for your time, Dan. Take care.